Hi guys, today I'm going to give you an update on my Euphorbia collection and share some tips for caring for them. Few people commented on my Euphorbia trigona propagation and asked how much I water Euphorbias. So I wanted to share a few tips. I have found from my last 3 years of experience with succulents and cactuses that aloe plants and Euphorbia plants have been the easiest to take care of. So of course, I'm not talking about all Euphorbias because there is a lot of them. There is over 1,000 succulent varieties of Euphorbias, and then there are those that are not succulent. I didn't even know that poinsettias are Euphorbias. So last time when I was going to nursery in Chicago, the owner told me that poinsettias are also Euphorbias. So for the ones that I had, I have learned few things. They love sun, a bright light, and I usually keep them on the south side outside. During the winter time they have to be under lights, most of them, except if you have a good light, south side light or southwest side light, or they're gonna get the pale green tops, so that's gonna be a sign that you need more light. They also, like other succulents, don't like to sit in water, don't like to have wet feet, but different than other succulents, they don't like long periods of being dry. So they need to be watered more often than other succulents, and you cannot go whole winter without watering them like you could do with some succulents and cactuses. I water my Euphorbias once a week now during the time that they're dormant, but during their growth season I water them more often than once a week, sometimes twice a week. And make sure to check the soil so you can put your finger in, and if the soil is not sticking to your finger and it feels dry, about maybe 1.5 to 4 centimeters, it's time to water. And you can also see how leaves can shrivel, like on this one here, when they're a little bit more dry and need more water. So that can be a good indicator. And also they do not like cooler temperatures. I don't think that they really care much anything under 50s Fahrenheit. I think you can probably leave them on some of the 40s, but I don't think that that really works well for them. So especially if you're propagating them, they definitely need warmer temperatures. Euphorbias are summer growers, so they will grow beginning of the spring till the late fall. And actually my Euphorbias were growing all the way till middle of December, end of December, and then I noticed from the end of December and now it's beginning of February, I don't see any growth or any movement. I'm assuming they're gonna wake up in a month or so, and they grow pretty fast. At least the varieties that I had, like some of these Euphorbias trigona, red trigona, or Euphorbia enopla, or like that, they grow quite a bit. They can triple sometimes in height, and you definitely need to plan to have a bigger space for them, or to just take cuttings every year and keep the little ones. So keep cutting them down. So I'm going to show you how my collection is doing right now, and Euphorbias that I have propagated and how those are doing as well. So you can see how this Euphorbia grandicornis has a little bit paler top here because it wasn't exposed to as much light. It actually reached the ceiling, so I had to put it down on the ground, and it's currently standing by the shelves, so it's getting a little bit of light. It's not standing here, I just temporarily placed it there so you can see it better. So yeah, it's pretty, it grew quite a bit, just I would say from beginning of November or end of October till half of the December, it grew that whole thing, and grew quite a bit on this one and a little bit on this end here. So I think it's a pretty fast grower. I don't think I'm gonna have enough space for it, so I don't know, maybe I'm gonna donate it to conservatory or propagate some of these little guys so I can still have it, because I like Euphorbias. And then if you remember my video about red trigona propagation, when I chopped off two tops from this one, that's the mother plant. I successfully rooted it in about a month. So here is this new plant. It actually grew about 1.5 inches on each of those rooted parts before it became dormant, looking really good. And these ones that I cut from the mother plant, they started growing new pups. So there is like 3 new here and 5 on this other one where I cut. So again, grows pretty fast. I don't know if I'm gonna have a space for this one. I might need to take some smaller cuttings and just give away the rest because yeah, they're gonna grow even more during the summertime. They're summer growers. Then I have this Euphorbia lactea compacta. Grew quite a bit, but it's not as bad in size as these 2 other ones. So looks pretty good. And Euphorbia bones, also not as big. Then there's this Euphorbia nopla. Got a little bit pale on the ends. I don't know, it's on the top shelf that has a little bit higher distance between the lights and the plants than the rest of the shelves. So I don't know if it's not, light is not close enough. I also didn't water it enough, so it's a little bit skinnier, I think, than it's supposed to be. Let's take a look at the other ones. Then here I have Euphorbia Perales or Sticks on Fire. It also grew very nice this year. I love the colors during the summer when it gets like those yellow, orange, red colors. It looks so pretty. Then I have a bunch of these. I really need to decrease the number of the Euphorbia Tanzanian zipper plant because there is a lot of them and a lot of pups. I think I like this one the best, this big pot. Then here I have Euphorbia Herida, and one of these rooted pups is from this mother plant. Then there is this Euphorbia mammillaria variegata. I got this one, I think, at the clearance at the end of the summer. I think it was like $1 or $2. Then Euphorbia bisa, I just got in December for my birthday, and I'm really thinking about propagating one of these pups, so that's probably gonna be one of the projects very soon. I decided not to do anything at this moment because I feel like everybody's dormant. This one here I got as a cutting from Ted's Greenhouses in Chicago. I actually made one video about that nursery, visiting that nursery, and this one is called Euphorbia Bioensis. They had a big bush of this Euphorbia, and when I saw it, I really wanted it, so the owner just allowed me to cut the piece, and I did cut the piece that has a lot of branches, and I successfully rooted it. It rooted in about a month. I put it in the soil, and as long as it was dry, it didn't grow roots, and then when I started spraying a little bit of water every few weeks, it stimulated the growth of roots. So, and then it grew before dormancy. And here, as you can see, the different color, a little bit paler color. This one here is Euphorbias Perales. I got it in when I ordered from, I think it's called Succulent Source, and it didn't have these pups, but it had these dried up branches from flowering, and it was pretty much, most of the body was brown. So I ended up complaining, and they refunded me, and I really wanted to throw away this plant because I just didn't like how it looks like. But then it started growing during the summer, all these pups, and I don't know, I think I'm going to try to maybe propagate 1 or 2 before I get rid of it, because I don't care too much how it looks like. So yeah, so that's my Euphorbia collection. I found them very easy to take care of, at least here in Michigan with our conditions, because during the summer when it's humid. I forgot to say that also they tolerate better humidity, and it's warm. They continue to grow while some other succulents and cactuses are dormant. And I think that they're pretty easy to propagate too. Even if you don't have much experience, you can follow some of the videos or, you know, general tips, and I think you can be pretty good propagating them, either by detaching the pups like here or here or here and letting them root, or cutting off like I did with Trigona. I think you can be pretty successful doing that. So hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching, and see you next time.